I believe I've been able to make Princeton my home because I found a support system and people I genuinely like to hang out with and that I want around me and that I'm able to spend time with and get to grow alongside. I think that that's really what makes a home a home.
You will be able to get a sense of who our community is, who we are, what we stand for, what we're interested in, what we're excited about. You're going to feel a sense of belonging and home. You're not just going to be in P&I. You're going to be in Princeton.
Who am I?
Hi, my name is Rolando.
My name is Ken.
My name is Rebecca Rashford.
My name is Lindsay Wilmore.
My name is Sandeep Kumar.
My name is Jamal Williams.
My name is Idan.
My name is Jess Frida.
My name is Diego Pacheco Pineo.
My name is Laura Ana Bustamante.
My name is Sam.
My name is Eleni.
My name is Javier Maciz.
I am Alex Reardon.
My name is Sade. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am a first-year student at PNI.
A third-year graduate student.
I'm a second year.
Second year.
Third year.
Fourth year.
New postdoc.
I'm a first year at PNI.
My year, which I find kind of amazing, is a 6th year.
I'm a 7th year grad. I think that I'm a 7th year because, okay.
I am now a 5th year.
I'm a scientist, but I'm also a dungeon master. I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm a scientist, but I'm also a musician. I'm a drummer in an alternative rock band.
I am a scientist, but I am also an artist. I'm a composer, a musician, and I produce music.
I'm also a musician and a DJ.
I'm a scientist, but I'm also a filmmaker.
Snowboarder.
Athlete.
Writer.
Traveler.
First generation academic.
I am a scientist, but people tend to know me as Bear's caretaker. Bear is a dog, and I'm his mom.
Princeton is so unique for so many different reasons. It feels really nice to be in a place that, of course, has proximity to these larger cities, and you can get your kind of cityscape and urban experience there if you want to, but you also have a place where you recognize faces when you walk down the street. You are known really well at your local shops, and you have just like familiar spots that feel like they're yours as much as they are the rest of the communities.
For food, I'm Greek, and I like to go to this place called Local Greek or Small Bites, and it's really nice to go in there and get off campus, and I can speak in Greek to the owner and recognize familiar food and eat comfy food, and I really like that.
Oh, I like pizza. Any pizza place on Nassau.
Best sandwiches, Hoagie Haven, hands down. We can have an argument about this.
Nothing in the world has quite satisfied my sweet tooth as much as Sweet Thomas chocolate on Palmer Square.
I really like Taqueria's Brussels sprout tacos.
El Chapin, great food.
Ricola.
Rose Coffee.
Small world.
I basically share a wall with the Ivy Inn, which is the dive bar of Princeton. It gets pretty weird there sometimes, but
Princeton is unique mostly because of its history. The main administrative building was hit by a cannonball during the Revolutionary War, which is insane.
The architecture, you never really get tired of seeing it.
It's so magical. It looks like Hogwarts.
It's extremely historical and beautiful, but at the same time has so much modern going for it.
It really packs a punch with its size.
I did my PhD in a big city, and I was a little bit concerned about, moving to Princeton, a small town. But honestly, it's amazingly vibrant. It's a little surprising. And beyond that, just the sort of intellectual and communal feel of P&I is just gonna feed you, and I don't think you're gonna need anything else.
P&I is one of the best sort of departments for the kind of thing that I do, at least computational neuroscience, right? It's the depth of people that you have here and the kind of variety of topics. You're hard pressed to find a place that's better for that kind of integrative approach to neuroscience that's all kind of revolving around this computational theme.
I remember interviewing at other places, 6 years ago, and hearing two different things. One was that I had to choose between computational and experimental neuroscience. They wanted me to specialize early. Also that the experiments that I wanted to run were impossible. At Princeton, I heard neither of these things. No one was forcing me to choose between theory and experiment, and I could seamlessly move between the two, and in fact, this was even encouraged.
I chose P&I because of the computational emphasis of the curriculum. I felt that if I were to earn a PhD from Princeton, that at the end of this journey, I would have mastered a lot of very relevant skills like coding and programming. And I would say that the program has definitely paid off in that sense.
This is a program that really instills in you the importance of being a researcher and a student, of implementing methods, but also learning the importance behind those methods.
The department supports students and staff and faculty a lot of different ways. We have a giant, neuroscience building that's only a few years old. We have 2 scanners in our basement. Most departments don't have one at all, and we have 2. We've got a lot of just fantastic equipment.
There are staff, excellent staff at P&I who advocate for graduate students.
I have to just give a shout out to Ed.
Just shout out to Ed Clayton.
The most helpful thing in the department is Ed and Alex.
Alex, Ed.
Alex and Ed.
And then there's me. My name is Ed Clayton. I'm the director of training at P&I.
My name is Alexandra Mashad. Most people call me Alex. My title is graduate program administrator.
We don't see a lot of departments that have someone fully dedicated to helping trainees the way that we do.
We want to make sure that the members of our community are succeeding. We always listen first, and we want to make sure that the concerns of the students and the researchers are heard. And then we do our best to make sure that they're met, answered, fulfilled.
For me, and probably my other fellow first-year students, the hardest part of making Princeton feel like home was just that we were confined to our homes while trying to do it.
Starting grad school as a virtual cohort is very far from the normal experience. It's really hard to make connections with people, but one thing that has really helped me keep my mental health during this first semester is the cohort.
It does take effort to put down your roots in a new place, whether there's a pandemic or not, and I think that's the hardest part, but can also be the most rewarding part if you're able to figure out how to do it.
The hardest part about making a place feel like home is when you don't have your people around you, and you can't really get close to others, and that has been hard for everybody, for some to a much larger extent.
I'm an international student, and so it was the first time that I was moving from my home city where my all my family and my friends who I've hung out with for the last 20 years live. The main thing for me was basically to find a community who I can have conversations and spend time with. In particular, if I had some days where I just wanted to speak Spanish.
I think the hardest part about making a place feel like home is finding people who understand your struggle and truly relate to you. I think that I have been successful in that sense because I have found people who I absolutely love and who make my time at Princeton not just tolerable, but exciting and fun.
Coming from first generation low income student and also being an international student, initially whenever I used to face challenges, I used to think that it's my fault. It's me who is unable to excel in my courses or so many things. Using different resources of graduate school and PNI, it now makes me feel empowered.
There are efforts now, more than there has ever been, to push forward to make it diverse, but also critically inclusive. Because inclusivity is actually what makes diversity worth something.
There is this question of accepting students from low-income backgrounds or first-generation backgrounds, queer backgrounds, and generally underrepresented backgrounds, and letting them into PhD programs and that not providing enough resources. EPSP is a completely student-led organization at PNI. Our role is simply to make sure that trainees from all underrepresented backgrounds are as supported as possible in their training. It's important that we do everything that we can to make sure that trainees like myself and others who come from underrepresented backgrounds feel as supported and as capable to succeed in their departments.
You'll probably hear about EPSP and Brainwaves. Those are student-led organizations, but the administration put resources behind that to help them kind of fulfill their mission. Not every place is like this. Like PNI has so much, Princeton has so much.
The most important thing as a grad student is to figure out how to manage your own mental health under the stresses of, academia and work. You're moving to a new place and you're going to be here for 5+ years, right? You want to become a regular at a non-university thing, that you live near or that you like or something like that.
If you want to go to a place and you're choosing, I want to do this kind of research, this lab is famous, all this, it doesn't matter if you don't get along with the people. These are going to be the people that you share offices with, and in COVID, the people that you share Zoom space with. So when you choose a place, choose the people.
Oh, my people. Okay, I'm sorry. We're so happy that you have gotten an interview at Princeton, and we hope that you find it just as much an enriching place as we do. But honestly, at the end of the day, I really hope you find a place that you can call your home and that you feel that you'll thrive and do well, and that can jumpstart your own career in whatever you choose.